Welcome to EARTH1111. I hope everybody's safe out there in these crazy times. Well, I'm going to go deep into many things in this video, many layers deep, let's just say, into extreme weather. Everything from Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton, earthquakes, wildfires, and flooding, and so much more. Because why is this all happening? Is it because of what we're told? Is it just changing in the environment? Or is it something more sinister? Or is it because of ascension and all of the solar flares happening, right? There's many different layers. We exist in a multidimensional existence right now, which means there's many different sides to every story right now. If you're new to my channel, definitely subscribe, because I talk about everything from spirituality, awakening, ascension, and co-creating a brand new paradigm of new Earth, and the crazy transformation happening inside you and on the planet as this happens. Because when we move into multidimensionality, we need to go many layers deep. And of course, if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you know I don't just go surface level. But let's just start out with the surface level, and then we'll go in and we'll peel back the layers. Now, I want to start out with the fact that Hurricane Milton was targeted right at Sarasota, Florida. And it was going to be a Category 5 destruction. Now, why is that? Well, Sarasota, Florida is the second dimensional Stargate, the most important template for the entire 3D Earth. Now, Earth has many different versions, many different layers. Now, Gaia is actually the 7th dimensional Earth, but I'm talking about the 3rd dimensional Earth that really most people on the planet are still stuck in. So when I talk about versions of Earth or timelines, I'm talking about frequency bandwidths that until you pop out of that and you can move into expansion or evolution or DNA activation, Kundalini, all these different words, ascension, then you are stuck in a 3rd dimensional existence, which is really being caught up in the false matrix. Now, the 2nd dimensional Stargate, Sarasota, Florida, and also Bermuda. Ever heard of the Bermuda Triangle? Well, that is the 3rd dimensional Stargate. And of course, the South Pole is the 1st dimensional Stargate. So all of these, right, this whole area, Sarasota is that center core template. And it has been a target, of course, forever, because when you take control of this area of the planet, you can completely hijack that 3rd dimensional timeline. So of course, most people on the planet are still stuck in that 3rd dimensional state of consciousness. They're literally entrenched into that frequency bandwidth, right? So you can pretend you are on any dimension all you want, but it's where your body exists at that matters. So that's the key here. So a lot of people, of course, on the planet are in that, right? This is just how the world is, right? And so really their entire existence is just their physical body and all the urges, right? And that survival mechanism. Their 2nd dimension, which is the lower emotions, right? All of the low frequency emotions, right? Rage, fear, all these different things. And that also includes instincts. And of course, the false ego, the lower mental plane, and all the programs of that, right? The victimhood and all these different things. So most people exist in that level, which is why that area, there's always hurricanes, there's always disasters in this area. It's not just random, because of so much energy moving through. And of course, there's forces fighting to control the Stargate. And if you take that center point Stargate, the 2nd dimensional Stargate, you can start hijacking the entire 3rd dimensional, reality even more than it already has been. So it was really an attempted hijacking of the ascension, and it didn't work. So I just want to say that right now, right? I want to make sure that all of you that were there, we were working hard to dissolve that hurricane. I did do a video on it, other people as well, millions of people around the world. We're praying, we're literally dissolving all of those forces of that hurricane. So you're never alone. We're all in this together. And this was actually a big instance where the world came together to try to help those people. Now, of course, I know other people are suffering. There is still lots of damage, right? But it wasn't the big one that it was supposed to be. And of course, if Sarasota and Tampa Bay and all these different areas, right? Because a Stargate is not just a tiny point. It's a big area of the grid. And so if this area got decimated completely, well, what would happen is this area would be completely under control by whoever, well, let me guess, the government. So if an area was that decimated, it pretty much would not even be rebuilt. And so then this area would be taken over. And of course, those frequency bandwidths that control people, especially the second dimension, think about that. That's the lower emotions of people, right? That's that sacral chakra. So they can attempt anything they want right now, but everything they try to do is being blocked by all of us light workers, God, source, angels, all the layers of creation. So anything happening right now, I know there is, of course, a lot of things happening, right? And I'm with all of you, and I send my love to anyone that is going through something. But we don't want to be in that victim state where it's like we're this small to this big, bad, scary world of all these bad people. You need to know that you are in control of the timeline, and especially of your timeline, right? Because we can, of course, talk about it being, well, what states were targeted? Well, you know, when the forces, right, the black portal people, the puppets, right, all these different words. Again, if you want to know a lot more about who are they, then take my False Matrix and Cosmic Karma Masterclass for a lot more, because I have a 16-part masterclass. I can't explain it in a matter of a few minutes. It is very deep, and it goes back billions of years from essentially our creation itself. So, but of course, other areas, right, in North Carolina, well, there were some big lithium mines. Well, could that be part of it? Well, there's an attempt to make our planet very, very electrified, radiated, right? They want everyone driving microwave cars, if you know what I'm talking about. And now they need batteries. Well, there's a very big shortage of lithium. So they can't make enough batteries for the plan, right? And so they want everyone, of course, they want everything electric. Right? We already see the push for this big tech push, all these different, right, towers everywhere. They just want to keep going with that plan, right? And of course we see, well, this is what happens when you have a hurricane. You take out the whole grid, right? Wires on poles to power up homes or businesses is not the future. Let's just be honest, right? It is so archaic. It's a joke. Okay, but there's so many different layers that we can talk about, right? We can say that, well, it's fear mongering. Well, of course, that's part of it. They need people in fear. They need people at the lowest level possible. Like I said, stuck in that third dimensional matrix. When your frequency of your body, which is linked to your emotions, your thoughts, what you eat, everything. When your frequency is low, all you're gonna feel is disempowered. You're gonna feel like that victim state, right? And so you're gonna feel like there's this big bad government, big bad system trying to do all these bad things. So of course, a lot of people out there are talking about this, right? About how this hurricane was created based on, you know what, black op, things, right? I'm not gonna even use words, but you know what I'm talking about. Now, probably, but the key is that there's many more layers to it, right? We gotta realize that, yes, the plan is to completely decimate people's homes, to keep people in that complete survival state of consciousness forever, right? You get ahead so far and then everything's gone and you have to start again, right? But you got to realize how much the world came together in unity, in love, in peace, when we were all just there with you guys in Florida. And I send my love as well to places like North Carolina and other places in the Middle East and everywhere, because it's happening, right? This that's a whole other video that I'll talking about, also to do with Stargate points. But yeah, they need people at the lowest level. But we also got to realize that, okay, so there was a massive energy push moving through Sarasota into Bermuda. Well, the ascension cycle, when we have a lot of solar flares happening, and there is massive X-class after X-class after X-class solar flares for the last couple weeks. They've been going on for months. If you watch my Instagram and TikTok and Facebook updates, I talk about them a lot because a lot of us are going through, right? And I've gone through since 2017, solar plasma embodiment, right? This is really beyond the rainbow light body. This goes into the inner creation, the atomic body. Now, this is why we feel every single bit of this solar consciousness and all of these flares. And that is massive amounts of power coming into the planet. It is uprooting garbage, toxicity, pollution. Well, so we got to realize that an area like Sarasota, well, that's a Stargate point. A lot of those areas, it's kind of like your acupuncture points or your meridians in your body. There's certain areas where, right, things have to be pushed out. Also, like your entire circuitry, right? And so toxins, for example, your lymph system, right? Toxins have to come out in a certain cycle through your body and be released. Well, Mother Earth right now is purging like never before. So could this huge hurricane or all these other things, wildfires, all these different things, earthquakes definitely, right? Because earthquake is almost like when you crack your knuckles or something, right? Is a shift in the template. Well, yeah, we can talk about people are in chaos. Their thoughts are in chaos. They're existing in chaos. They're eating low-level, chaotic frequency food. So a lot of that is also going to be causing a lot of this massive weather, extreme weather events. Now, of course, some are natural, some are definitely not natural. So I'm not saying everything's natural here, but we have to realize that there is a lot of natural purging going on like never before. And if you've been on this path, especially with ascension symptoms and things like that, like if you're actually going through physical body embodiment, not just ascension of your consciousness, but you are anchoring massive frequency into your physical body, you're going to be going through lots of purging too. So again, I have a whole playlist on ascension symptoms if you're going through that. But that's why we don't want to be in that fear state that, right, that we're this small and this big bad system's out to get us. Because what does that do, right? I was angry for years and it got me nowhere, right? Yes, it's part of the process of awakening. And you have to know that a lot of people out there that are talking about this, they don't know about ascension. So this is like many layers deep. I mean, if you just essentially found my videos, right? Because so evolution, ascension, there's a process. First you wake up and you're angry about everything, right? And you start realizing everything's a lie. Right? And all the bad things out there. But that's just step one. And a lot of people are stuck on that. So get beyond that and realize that get all the energy back in yourself. You co-create a brand new world. We are creating this hologram from ourself outward. When you shift within, when you get beyond, like I said, those 3D frequency bandwidths and shift into a higher timeline, everything changes. You start becoming empowered. You start realizing that, right? You start downloading cosmic consciousness. And so then you start becoming a co-creator of New Earth and not just a fearmonger, right? Because it's, you know, I get it. It's very easy to get stuck in that kind of point where you feel like everything is a lie and it's all nasty. And I was there for many years, but know that there's a level, many levels beyond that, where you start taking back the power and know that we're all in this together. So you're not alone, especially, you know, for those of you that are going through something, I'm with you. I've been through so many things myself. This is why I do post these videos for you. You know, I do massive Stargate work and grid work in behind. This is why I can't pump out videos every day like I'd like to, like some people can. But I appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. Now, don't forget that I have my False Matrix and Cosmic Karma Masterclass for October. It's on sale for half off until October 15th. Don't miss out, because I think a lot of people think that they know what the False Matrix is. You might know this much, but I'm going to bring you through a 16-part video series, many layers deep, and there's just so much to talk about. So again, that's why I made the masterclass. I always have people asking me, who are these people? Why is the world crazy? You know, all these different things, but you gotta go many billions of years back to fully understand the full spectrum and to really see all of the plans taking place right now, happening in our now moment. We're in for some craziness. It's not over yet, right? We're deep in it right now, in the transformation of the collapse of the old system as we birth a brand new earth in the rubble. So definitely check out my brand new masterclass for October, the False Matrix and Cosmic Karma. It's on sale for half price until October 15th. So I hope to see you there. I'll put the link below in the description. Thanks so much for watching my video. I hope you support my channel as well, so I can get my videos out to more people. Please subscribe and also comment below how you're doing, and like the video as well. And also you can share on your Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok, because I'm on those platforms as well. You can find my account there, EARTH1111. Thank you so much. My heart goes out to everybody right now that's going through so many massive changes. You're not alone. We're all in this together. Lots of love. I'm Roxanne. We'll see you on the next video on EARTH1111. Take care.